That's right, my friends. Depending on when you're watching this, I'm either about to turn 39 in a few weeks, or I am already 39. Or shoot, depending on when you're watching this, I might be 50 by now. And one big thing that I've learned in my 39 years on this planet is that your skin is an easy way to either really boost your confidence or really tank it. I've been on both sides. I know firsthand. Today I want to talk to you about my personal journey with skincare, having tried all kinds of different products and routines to show you that it can actually be pretty easy if you know what works. So here's what to do. Drink water, a bunch of it. I found that the overall simplest way to improve the look and the texture of my skin is to drink a lot of water. I think a lot of people think they drink a lot of water, and maybe they do, but I think most people by and large do not, especially not consistently. I carry around a bottle with me all the time, and I try to drink about a gallon a day. If that feels impossible for you, aim for half your body weight in ounces per day. It's a good measure. Doing this with regularity boosts my mood, it makes me sleep better, I don't crave junk food as much. It's crazy how one little simple action can make such a big difference in other areas of your life. Also, another little tip, if drinking a lot of water is tough for you, you can try eating water-rich foods like melon or cucumber. No alcohol. In June of 2020, I completely quit drinking alcohol. That's the last time I've had a sip of booze.
I will remember all the details of the show.
So if we watch Queer Eye right
Quiz
now.
me
Okay.
tomorrow.
For a lot of years, I had struggled with it, to be honest with you. I had started drinking pretty early as a teenager and just couldn't get a hold of it. For me, it was something that I used in excess because I felt like I needed it to have fun. I was using it to alter my personality because, frankly, I thought I liked who I was drunk or buzzed better than who I was sober. But more related to this video, I also had no idea how much my drinking was affecting my skin and my mood. Not only was I getting terrible hangovers, spending whole days in bed, but it was also causing me to eat a ton more junk food. It was really affecting my complexion because alcohol dries out your skin, increasing the likelihood of aging and wrinkles. So it was kind of a double whammy because I was also eating bad and not getting enough sleep, and a triple whammy because it was affecting my skin by drying it out as well. And I am definitely not telling you that you need to stop drinking. If you have a healthy relationship to it, lucky you. I'm jealous. I would love to go enjoy a nice mezcal from time to time. But cutting back for all those reasons I listed before, I think, is a really smart choice. Also, if you do feel like you have a problem, please take it from me. There is a way out. I did it. You can too. Find a meeting. Talk to somebody. Life after booze, as much as it feels like it will never be, is honestly better, especially if you have a problem. Keep the routine simple. With so many different products out there now, it was easy for me to get sucked into believing I had to have some crazy elaborate 10-step routine in order to maximize the benefits that skincare had to offer. I've tried a lot of different stuff, and all it did was just end up causing my face to break out even more because I was so clogged up and dried out from all these different products. Simplifying things down to 2 or 3 steps was really all I needed: a facial cleanser, a moisturizer, and SPF. Breaking it down to those 3 has been way more effective than my old elaborate 10-step process. Mind those lips. Lip care is such an underappreciated part of skincare for guys. Shockingly, I spent years of my life not even thinking about my lips, but also wanting to use them to kiss as many people as would let me. Growing up in Ohio, the freezing cold winters and the super hot summers would be brutal on my lips. They would crack, they'd bleed, they'd be so chapped. So I started using chapstick and lip balm every single day, and it made all the difference. I will almost always have a chapstick or lip balm either in my pocket or somewhere nearby me. Also, when I'm doing my skincare, I'll put a little bit of my moisturizer on my lips to keep them as soft as possible. Trust me, you don't want to be out in the world trying to meet someone with crusty, gross lips. Keeping your lips soft and kissable is the goal. Whoever you're lucky enough to be kissing will thank you for it and probably want to even go back for more. We like that. Bonus tip. Let's talk about one other thing that I did not include with the others, and that is experimentation. As with anything in life, I think it's important to try new things, and especially in skincare, there's always new developments. I'm sure by now you've probably seen people using red light masks, right? Honestly, they're a little bit wild looking. I had too, and if I'm honest, I kind of always just chalked them up to being a little bit silly. Kind of a gimmicky thing. But then I tried the Omnilux Red Light Mask, today's video sponsor. With technology being what it is today, I'm pretty open to trying new things because some of them work, some of them don't. You gotta try it to find out, and in my experience, this one works. As I mentioned, I'm nearing 40. So fine lines and wrinkles, they're inevitable. I also have a lot of red undertones in my skin, which I don't love. I've been using my Omnilux Red Light Mask 3 to 5 times a week or so for just 10 minutes. And I've definitely seen a reduction in the fine lines and wrinkles, as well as kind of just an overall more even skin tone. It's honestly just part of my nightly routine. I'll throw it on while Jacqueline and I watch Love Island or something. It's easy. And it's also kind of fun feeling like I'm a character in a sci-fi movie or something. If this is something you're interested in and you want to check it out for yourself, you can scan the QR code right there, or you can head to the video description. Now, back to the video.
Clean your tools.
I didn't grow up with a dad around, so learning to shave was ugly. There was a lot of trial and error, a lot of nicks and cuts and ugh. One thing that took me far too long to learn was that using a dull, worn out, dirty razor is not only going to give me razor burn, but it's also going to cause me to break out excessively. For me, I use disposable razors, so I've done it enough now that I know once I used it 3 to 5 times or so, it's starting to get dull. When I can feel it pulling a little bit, I get a new one. Keep it clean, keep it fresh. However, if you prefer not to use a razor and you're using a 1-blade or some type of electric trimmer, fine, whatever you prefer, just please make sure you're keeping it clean. The unseen dirt on these tools is going to cause your face to break out. It's just gonna happen. Even if you're not clean shaven like I am, if you keep facial hair, it's really frustrating when you actually take the time to trim your neck or keep it clean, but then you get razor burn or you start to break out because of the fact that your tools are not clean. So, simple solution, keep them clean.
That pillowcase though.
Along the same lines as before, a dirty pillowcase is gonna cause your skin to freak out. Think about how much time your face spends sitting right on this pillow. It's hopefully 7 to 8 hours a night. That's like a third of your day. All the oil and grease buildup from your face and your hair just go on here, sit there, and they build up bacteria. So I would do 2 things. First of all, you should be sure you're washing your pillowcase at least once a week, at least. Secondly, I would consider getting a silk pillowcase. They're a bit of an investment, but there are multiple benefits. First of all, silk is hypoallergenic and it will resist the things that tend to irritate your skin. Also, silk is smoother than cotton, so it's going to reduce friction, less irritation. It's minor, but again, you're spending a lot of time on here, so it's probably worth the investment.
Exfoliate.
A great move that I was very late to the game on is exfoliation. How I wish I could go back and tell high school me all about this and get the benefits, because would have made a big difference for me. Anytime I want to sort of just reset my skin, I will do an exfoliation mask. Put it on, it dries really hard, kind of look like a dinosaur or an alligator or something, and then you just wipe it off with a warm towel, and whew, it's good. When you remove it, you pull off all kinds of dead skin cells, you unclog those pores, and you rid yourself of the stuff that is going to cause increased breakouts. Understandably, this one probably feels a little feminine, or it feels a lot if you've never done it before, but just make it part of your nightly routine as other things we've talked about. Throw it on while you're watching a movie or whatever. It only stays on for like 10 or 15 minutes. And I'm telling you, the benefits are going to far outweigh the discomfort. Once you do it a few times, it's not going to be that big of a deal. Also, it's not something you even need to worry about doing that often. I do it maybe once every 2 to 3 weeks. It's not a lot. It's simple. Enjoy the benefits.
Don't skip sunscreen.
I would hope that by now we're all well aware that SPF will protect your face from the sun's harmful UVA and UVB rays. If not, these are the rays that cause the aging and sun damage from the sun. These are what you're protecting yourself from. Find a simple SPF that you can add into your routine in the morning before you go spend a day outside. If you're going to be outside for a long time, just reapply every 3 to 4 hours or so. If you're young, this may not seem like a big deal to you. You might not think about it that much, but I'm telling you, I've been good about it for a while now, and I've seen a major difference as I've gone into my late 30s. Just use a little bit on top of your moisturizer and reap the benefits, my friend.
Genetics.
Finally, it would not feel right to me to make a whole video about my experience with skincare and not at least quickly mention genetics. I, for one, am very lucky that I don't have a lot of genetic disposition to have acne or scarring or intense facial issues. Some of you will, and that's okay. you get the cards you're dealt. You'll probably have to work a little bit harder at it. You'll be prone to things that other people aren't necessarily prone to. It sucks, but it's the reality. I really like the saying, I heard it somewhere one time, it's not your fault that things happen to you, but it is your responsibility to do something about it. So as much as it sucks, and I get that, by doing these steps and really putting the effort in, I think you can feel a lot more confident to know that you're at least doing the best that you can. And that's fantastic. That's better than most people are already doing. Because confidence isn't about looking perfect. It's about knowing that you're putting in the effort to do the best that you can. If someone's gonna be judgmental of you because you have skin that they don't deem to be ideal, them. They're probably just insecure about something else that's going on in their lives. They need to take it out on you, so feel bad for them. Pity that person. These are my personal skincare tips. I know there was a bunch of them because I wanted to be comprehensive, but ultimately they're all very simple, especially when you do them repeatedly over time. Hopefully there was some stuff in there that was a little bit different than what you've heard in the past. It was important to me to show things that I actually do. I didn't want to just like give you generic tips. I wanted it to be clear that this is stuff that I've tried and has worked very well for me. Having the best skin that you're able to have is a huge game changer, not only in how the world sees you and treats you, but also how you see yourself and treat yourself. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know down in the comments which of these tips you're going to be using for yourself. Let me know what else you want to see. And as always, stay curious, friend. Let's go make a thumbnail. I think it might need to just be like a close-up on my face now, smiling, and then next to me we'll put one of the older photos of me with less than great skin. Yee. I don't know. We'll see.